we're uncovering a timeless blueprint for transformation. And it all kicks off with this one. Simple but incredibly powerful question. Seriously, think about it. It's a wake-up call. Are you really the main character in your own life story? Or are you kind of just letting the days float by? This is basically what the old myths called the call to adventure.
Because, let's be real, the stakes could not be higher. This is not a drill. This isn't a practice run. Your time here is limited, and every single moment you spend just existing, that's a moment you're never ever getting back. Now that's not meant to freak you out, it's meant to light a fire. This journey of change, it's the most important one you'll ever take.
Okay, so you've answered the call, you're ready, but guess what? The first battle isn't against some big, scary monster out in the world. Nope. The first, and honestly the toughest enemy you will ever face, is the one staring right back at you in the mirror. Every single day, this is the real war. It's that part of you that wants to hit the snooze button and say, I'll do it tomorrow, fighting against the part of you that is hungry for growth. It's the you that wants comfort versus the you that wants to change your world. And who wins today? Well, that choice is yours, and yours alone. And that weaker you? Oh, it's got a whole arsenal. The comfort zone. It feels so safe, right? But it's a cage. Procrastination? That's just a sweet little lie you tell yourself. Overthinking? Literally paralyzes you before you can even take the first step. And that fear of failure? It whispers that it's just better not to try at all. Look, every great journey starts by staring down these inner enemies and winning. But once you start winning that inner battle, you better believe the world is going to test you. It's going to throw some serious storms your way just to see if you're for real. And believe me, it's done this throughout history, even to one of its most powerful women. I mean, can you imagine being Cleopatra? You're the rightful queen. You're brilliant. You're capable. But at just 18, you're betrayed, overthrown by your own brother's scheming advisors, and thrown out into the desert. She lost literally everything. This wasn't just a minor setback. We're talking about a political and personal storm of epic proportions.
And this isn't just some one-off thing in history either. You look at the early Islamic community, right at the beginning, they were facing just immense external pressure. They were this tiny minority going up against deep-rooted tribal politics, social injustice, and powerful opposition in their own city. The world rarely, if ever, makes transformation easy.
So, you've faced your inner demons, you've weathered the world's storms. Now what? Now comes the moment that changes everything. Your entire story, your whole future. It all hangs on what you decide to do right here, right now.
And this is where the story gets wild. Cleopatra, with no army, no power, no throne, she makes this absolutely insane, bold move. She doesn't just sit around waiting to be rescued. No, she has herself smuggled into the private quarters of the most powerful man in the world, Julius Caesar, rolled up in a carpet. That single act of sheer guts and creativity, it changed her fate and the fate of Egypt forever.
A huge move like Cleopatra's is, incredible. It's movie-worthy stuff. But here's the thing. The sources we're looking at suggest that the most powerful turning point often doesn't happen in a palace with a world leader. It happens right inside your own head. And this boils down to one crucial idea: the difference between a reaction and a response. A reaction? That's your autopilot. It's emotional, it's instant, and it's usually driven by old habits or ego. It's when you give your power away. But a response? That's different. A response is intentional. It's when you pause, take a breath, and choose how to act from a place of real strength. And here's why that matters so much. Reacting is just about survival. It's instinct. But if you want to do more than just survive, if you truly want to grow and transform your life, you have to master the art of the conscious response. That is the real turning point.
So what happens next? After you've battled the inner demons, you face down the storms, and you've made that critical turn. What then? Well, you don't just snap back to your old life. No, you get to forge a completely new reality. Think about Cleopatra. After that bold move, she didn't just get her old job back. She totally changed the game. She defeated her enemies, she rebuilt her country's power, and she put Egypt on the world stage by creating an alliance with Rome itself. Her new reality was a direct result of her courage at that one turning point. And on an even bigger scale, think about the legacy of those early struggles in Mecca. That tiny, persecuted group, they grew into a global faith. Over 1 billion followers today. I mean, just let that sink in. That is the kind of power that comes from pushing through the ordeal. The new reality can literally change the world.
So what does this new reality look like for you, personally? It's a life where you're in the driver's seat. It's a life guided by discipline and real purpose, not one that's constantly being yanked around by cheap distractions and emotional impulses. It's a life you intentionally build, not one that just happens to you.
So we've seen this blueprint play out across thousands of years of history and in all sorts of modern advice. But now, the only thing that really matters is how you're going to apply it to your own life, because your story is still unwritten.
Yeah, their storms were epic, right? Roman armies, political betrayals, being exiled. But don't you dare dismiss your own storms. The battles you fight are just as real. That constant distraction from your phone, that nagging voice of self-doubt, the magnetic pull of the comfort zone, these are the modern battlefields where your story will be won or lost.
And this is the thing you've got to remember. Playing it safe, that leads to a life of quiet regret. Greatness, transformation, a life story worth telling, all of that lives on the other side of risk. It demands the courage to face down your demons and to make that decisive, life-changing move at your own turning point.
So, as we wrap this up, I'm just going to leave you with this one question. You have the blueprint now. You know the stages of the journey. The pen is in your hand and the story is waiting for its climax. So what's it going to be? What will your turning point be?